they're going into it. What advice would you tell them? It doesn't have to be one. It could be a couple things.
Not to sound like I'm the status quo, but if you can afford it, get a coach.
Okay.
Get a coach. Best investment you'll make, because it's the same thing that goes into personal training. They'll be with you for 6-7 months or however long you want to be with them, right?
Yeah.
But that knowledge will last you forever.
Okay.
It's an investment that even if it's expensive for 3 or 4 months, but you can make it work, so worth it. Because the things you'll learn, assuming they're a good coach, granted,
Yeah.
there's probably some bad coaches out there.
Yeah.
I've been lucky enough to have mainly good coaches. The things they'll tell you will blow your mind, especially if they're very knowledgeable or they've been doing it for a while. So if you're going to powerlifting, look at powerlifting coaches that have been doing it for a long time. Not necessarily the Hollywood level of, they charge $250 to the best athletes in the world. That's not always the best coach. They just have a lot of hype around them. So you should really delve into your research. Look at who around you is at the same level as you, but is surpassing you every time, right? Because that's the kind of coach that you want. You want the coach that can bring you from your level to the next level, not the coach that already has people at that level trying to get you here, because chances are they can't. So you really need to do your research on that.
I completely agree. But like you said, it's oftentimes, especially if you're coming from a situation where you can barely afford the equipment or a gym membership, right? You definitely can't afford a coach. What would you recommend to those newcomers? What resources could be at their disposal that they don't know of yet? What helped you?
Yeah, just look into some of the free programs that are out there from experienced powerlifters. They release a lot of them.
Is there any that you'd recommend off the bat?
Starting Strength. Starting Strength is one of the most basic programs I've ever looked at.
Okay.
At least for me, I wouldn't say I'm an advanced lifter by any means, or maybe intermediate just based on experience.
Okay.
But for beginners, it's fantastic. It's simple. It's starting strength. It's literally like if you're trying to get into powerlifting and trying to give yourself some base standard to work with, it's a great program. It uses the 5-3-1 method, where it's 5 reps this block, then 3 reps this block, then 1 rep that block, and then max out.
Okay.
You can't repeat it, 15 times and see success every time, but for the first, year, it's fantastic.
Definitely.
You'll make gains that you didn't think you could make, and you don't have to pay for a coach for it. Obviously, if you're feeling tight in areas and things like that, don't be dumb. Don't continue to push yourself.
Yeah.
Make smart, educated decisions, and remember that you still need to be able to lift 1 year.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You don't need to be able to max out and hit some cool number that you think you're going to be satisfied with, because you'll never be satisfied. I thought I'd be satisfied when I squatted 405, but then when I squatted 425, I was still not satisfied. And then when I squatted, when I deadlifted 500, I thought I'd be satisfied. When I deadlifted 520, I thought I'd be satisfied. Nah, never going to be satisfied.
So
and when I eventually pull 600, I promise I won't be satisfied.
So be aware of the hunger that comes along with being a powerlifter.
Yeah.
Be open to listening to your body and remembering that you're just human. You're not invincible.
Especially that.
Yeah.
Especially.
Injuries are pretty high.